Hi, Alan Earlitz here in the DHHS Media Center. Today we recognize a Vista, Nebraska police officer for saving a man's life. He did it with an AED in his squad car thanks to a grant that equips law enforcement vehicles with automated external defibrillators. The Leona M and Harry B. Helmsley Charitable Trust provides DHHS with a grant to place AEDs in law enforcement vehicles across the state. That's important because law enforcement is able to show up at emergency scenes before EMS arrives, which often happens. The AED in their squad car means they can render life-saving care as soon as they get there. So far, dozens of Nebraskans are alive thanks to this incredible program. Vista Police Officer John Danderand was enjoying a cup of coffee at his home on December 18th when there was a knock on his door. It was his neighbor's son asking Officer Danderand for help because his dad wasn't breathing. The officer grabbed his AED from his take-home patrol vehicle and went to the house. The son's girlfriend was on the phone with 911 dispatchers, and the dispatcher said CPR needed to be started right away. Officer Danderand applied the AED to the man, and after a few chest compressions, the AED advised him that a shock was needed. He followed the AED instructions, delivered a shock, and went back to chest compressions. Papillion Fire and Rescue rushed the man to the hospital, giving him 4 more shocks, CPR, and advanced life-saving care. Thanks to the quick action by the family, Officer Danderand, and Police Fire and Rescue, his neighbor was able to make a full recovery and spend another Christmas with his family. Nebraska DHHS held a recognition and donation ceremony for Officer Danderand at the Acapreccio Dance Company in La Vista. The charitable trust gave Danderand an AED to donate as part of his heroics, and Danderand donated it to the dance company.
Every minute a patient is in cardiac arrest without high-quality CPR and defibrillation, the odds of survival go down by 10%. To date, in Nebraska, there have been 352 AED deployments by law enforcement officers, and those uses have resulted in 47 saves in the state of Nebraska.
We have hundreds of families that come in and out of here on a daily basis, and if anyone needs that assistance, we've got it available now. So again, thank you to the Helmsley Trust and obviously Officer Danderand for his heroic deeds.
As you said, that seconds, that matters. Every second that goes by reduces the chance of somebody surviving. So John's a great example of having these on hand came into play and saved a life. So I want to thank the Foundation and Health and Human Services for providing this AED. Again, you can't put a price on these devices.
We feel so grateful to be receiving this AED device, not only for the hundreds of dancers that come into our studio each week, but for all the families that we serve within the community as well. We want to give a special thanks to Officer Danderand for choosing us to be the recipient, and to the Helmsley Trust for awarding this or giving this. Officer Danderand is not only a trusted law enforcement officer in our community, but also a dance dad for over a dozen years, and so we feel very honored that he thought of us.
I'm pretty excited to be here right now. This is not when we go to work every day and we get put in these situations, you're not thinking of stuff like this. I did my job that day. I had the equipment that was there for me that made the difference. But when I was contacted about a place to donate through the trust, it was kind of a no-brainer, and it came to me real quick. Like Jennifer said, my daughter's in her 13th year of dance here. Over the years, parents, older parents, grandparents are always here to pick up the kids. And not to mention, you might have some overweight older dads doing dad's dance coming up. So we're kind of taking care of ourselves here too. But it's just an honor to be part of this. It's a phenomenal program that's through the state, through the Helmsley Foundation. I'm very proud to be part of it.
Again, everyone here at DHHS wants to thank Officer Danderand for going above and beyond for his fellow citizens.